The Xwing is one of the most well-balanced starfighter to ever exist in the Star Wars universe. The T-65 received legendary recognition throughout the galaxy for being the primary dogfighter to take out the Empire and win. As the year went by, the Xwing went through several iterations and improvements. When comparing the Xwing and TIE Fighter, they are similar in size. While the Xwing starfighter have a very powerful shield, a repair robot, and an auxiliary light support system, the TIE Fighter has none of those things, but can be mass-produced and cheaper to maintain. The Xwing is also more durable than the TIE Fighters. Instead, the TIE Fighter pilot has to rely on the suit life support system during a fight. The Rebel Alliance built the Xwing with quality in mind and not quantity, so the Xwing naturally were designed to be much more durable than their Imperial counterparts. Let's start with one of the earliest Xwing, the Z-95 Headhunter, also referred to as the Z-95, was a multi-purpose starfighter jointly manufactured by the Incom Corporation and Sublight Product Corporation. The clone Z-95 starfighter was manufactured during the reign of the Galactic Republic, specifically tailored for the use of the clone troopers pilot of the Republic Navy. Due to its design, it amassed a reputation for speed and flexibility, more so than its cousin, the ARC-170 starfighter. Despite being considered outdated, the Z-95 was durable and adaptable to a variety of different situations, which led many to recognize it as a versatile and respectable starfighter of its era. It has a total length of 16.7 meters or 55 feet with a width of 18 meters or 59 feet. It has a maximum atmospheric speed of 1,150 km per hour. The Z-95 was equipped with two pairs of Incom 2A fusion engines and was originally manufactured without the hyperdrive, but it was later retrofitted with a basic system. Because it lacks an astromech socket, its pilot was forced to pre-program hyperspace destination. Despite these drawbacks, the Z-95 featured an internal environmental control and a pair of wingtip-mounted high-power blaster cannons. The starship is also equipped with a concussion missile launcher and the center-mounted ion cannons, which was capable of penetrating deflector shields. The aggressive Reconnaissance 170 starfighter, also simply known as the ARC-170 starfighter, was a heavy-duty starfighter used by the Galactic Republic during the Clone Wars, and was unique in design compared to traditional Xwing. Jointly manufactured by the Incom Corporation and Sub-Pro, it was still used during the reign of the Galactic Empire, but was eventually phased out by the newer and more efficient TIE Fighters. It contained a hyperdrive and propelled itself in real space utilizing two powerful engine systems. It had a shoulder length of 12.71 meters or 42 feet and has a wingspan of 20 meters or 65 feet. It can move at several different speeds. Its hypersonic speed is at 1,000 km per hour and a maximum atmospheric speed of 2,600 km per hour, with a light speed of 100 megalights. What made the ARC-170 unique was it's manned by a crew of 3 clone operators, a pilot, a forward gunner who operated the wingtip-mounted lasers, and a tail gunner who operated the back-mounted cannons. During battle, the craft S4 opened to expose heatsink and radiator to help cool the ships. In addition, the fighter also carried an astromech droid to perform onboard repair and navigation. It was also possible for the pilot to operate the wingtip laser cannon if the co-pilot wasn't available, and the two main forward medium laser cannons located on the underside of the outer wings. Its laser cannon could punch through a capital ship's armor. Furthermore, photon torpedo launcher increased the craft's usefulness in the ship-to-ship combat, and added to its already extensive repertoire and its ability to serve as a bomber. Many lessons were learned from the performance of the Z-95 Headhunter and the powerful ARC-170 starfighter. These improvements were incorporated to the T-65B Xwing starfighter iconic design. Not only did it become the backbone of the Rebel Alliance, its design as a fighter with both the speed and power to take on the Imperial Star Destroyer was realized. The T-65B Xwing starfighter was a single-seat crafted manufactured by the Incom Corporation and used by the Alliance to restore the Republic during the Galactic Civil War. Known for its speed and maneuverability in battle, it became the backbone of the Rebel Alliance starfighter. It has a length of 13.4 meters or 44 feet with a width of 11.7 meters or 38 feet. It has a maximum acceleration of 3700 G and a maximum atmospheric speed of 1000 km per hour, with a hyperspeed at 100 megalights. The craft was armed with 4 laser cannons placed at the tip of each wing and 2 proton torpedo launchers. The T-65B Xwing distinctive strike foils are opened and closed by powerful servo motors in the spacecraft. This provides a greater range of fire to the laser cannons mounted on the end of each wings. Instead of using a dedicated navigational system, the Xwing makes use of an astromech which fits in the socket behind the cockpit. The Xwing is equipped with a life support system that can last for 1 week in space, including air, water, and food. A cargo bay carries a survival gear for the pilot who lands in a hostile environment. The Income T-70 Xwing was a signature combat craft of the Resistance Starfighter Corps. The T-70 Xwing Starfighter was the successor to the T-65B Xwing Starfighter, and in many ways, inherited many of the design from the T-65B. Manufactured by the Income Flytech Corporation and used by the New Republic Defense Fleet, it is faster, more expensive, and complex than the former T-65B. During the attack mode, the thrust engine has the ability to split into 2, making the ship more aerodynamic and agile than its predecessor. The T-70 is a favorite craft of the Resistance pilots, including Poe, who flies the customized example codenamed Black 1. The T-70 featured advanced weapons and proved more versatile than its predecessor, and was essential in both dogfight and capital ship-scale combat operations. The T-70 became the frontline starfighter of the Resistance in its fight against the First Order approximately 30 years after the Battle of Endor. Because it's smaller in size, it made the ship more nimble and faster. It was piloted by a single person and an astromech droid. The smaller T-70 Xwing starfighter was measured at 12.5 meters or 41 feet in length and have a wingspan of 11 meters or 37 feet. It has a maximum acceleration of 3,800 Gs and a maximum atmospheric speed of 1,300 km per hour, with a light speed of 120 megalights. A single hyperdrive was located between the ship's engines, allowing the vessel to hyperspace. The Income T-70 Xwing was a signature combat craft of the Resistance Starfighter Corps. Faster than the T-65, the T-70 would eventually be replaced with the newer T-85 Xwing. The T-70 Xwing has been in service to the New Republic Defense Fleet for more than 2 decades, when the Fleet Admiral Akbar realized that most of the T-70 were overdue for technical and mechanical upgrades. Anticipating that the aging starfighter will require additional maintenance, modification, and repairs within 5 years, Akbar proposed that the Republic Navy should commission Income Flytech to design a prototype for the next generation model of the Xwing. The starship was flown by 1 pilot and had an onboard astromech robot for assistance. T-85 shares many of the characteristics of the T-65B and the T-70, but has a shorter wingspan and a distinctive nose, which hold advanced sensors. The T-85 was a longer starship, measuring about 15.7 meters or 51 feet in length, with a wingspan of 13.7 meters or 44 feet. It has a maximum acceleration of 3,800 Gs, a maximum atmospheric speed of 1,300 km per hour, and a hyperspeed of 120 megalights. The Xwing featured 4 thrust engines and were equipped with a hyperdrive. Similar to the T-65B, it carried 4 laser cannons and several proton torpedo launchers. Engine and flight system were upgraded with greater thrust engines installed and improved the ship's maneuverability. The Xwing is to this day one of the most recognizable starships of all time in the sci-fi genre, a versatile Rebel Alliance starfighter that balanced speed with firepower. The Xwing T-65 in Luke Skywalker was made famous for destroying the Death Star at the end of Star Wars: The New Hope. What are your favorite Xwing and why? Leave your comment in the section below. And if you want to learn more about the Xwing T-65B, the Death Star, or the Imperial Star Destroyer, check out my playlist on the right hand corner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.